Say cheese.
Cheese.
Great.
You got the belly?
All right, yeah, you want that? All right.
Yes.
Adam,
Nice to meet you.
Just make sure you plant your feet. I'm sure did they make you stand on your feet the whole time being pregnant here? Oh, wait. You're pregnant and you have been on your feet, standing in line since 5 a.m. and you're telling me the Clinton people wouldn't let you sit down?
The guards out in the line asked everybody to take our fold-up chairs and put them in our cars. So, but I'm fine.
Wait. Did they do that with the dude in the wheelchair too?
Maybe, probably not. Should have brought one of those.
It's tough to get in and see her. What was it like in there?
Very organized. She was very gracious for all the comments and the support, and it went very smoothly.
Well, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? Tell us your name, where you're from, and why you're a Clinton supporter.
Susanna, and I'm originally from Paducah, Kentucky, live in the Los Angeles area, and I'm a tried and true Clinton supporter, have been for a while. She has a lot on the ball for the middle class, and
so you campaigned for her in 08?
I did, with a couple of my buddies. Took a couple of Greyhounds to different spots and helped them.
So what is it that compels you to support Clinton, to give of your time and your labor energy here today? Like, well, what is it that really compels you to make those sacrifices to see her political career forward?
Well, she's been in the arena for quite a while, and she has seen a lot of America, the good, bad, the ugly, and I believe that she wants to better the country, help out the citizens of America, and leave politics with a better country and better programs and stuff like that.
So what are you looking forward to from her as president?
She's a strong woman, and I admire that. It's kind of hard in this country to move forward in certain arenas, and I just admire her oomph to keep going.
How would you rate her performance as a senator and a secretary of state?
She did very well. She got out with the people, amongst the people, and does a lot of charity work, and it shows, and I believe that her heart is in it.
When you're looking to support a potential presidential candidate, do you look at personality and gender, things like that, or do you look at positions and political principles first?
It's a little bit of everything. A great personality goes a long way, and obviously your experience and where you stand on certain topics.
So what positions of hers do you support?
This is where you're probably going to have to cut it, because I'm a mom of 2 toddlers and 1 on the way, so I have not been watching a lot of the news.
But you found time to support her and get here at 5 in the morning and not to research her positions?
I did, but I don't know.
So maybe it's not a mix of both. Maybe it's a lot of one more than the other.
It's a little bit of everything. I mean, I honestly haven't been keeping up with the politics in the last year or so because of having 2 toddlers and 1 on the way. But she did a great job as First Lady and Secretary of State, and has done quite well for herself.
So obviously it would be a big deal to have the first female president, but I mean, you obviously care about Clinton and who she is more than just her party affiliation, but let's say if it was a Republican, are there any positions that a female Republican presidential candidate might hold that you would say, all right, it's not worth it to have a woman in the White House, I'm not voting for you?
I don't know, Sarah Palin was kind of an example of that.
Well, what positions of hers do you think disqualified her from being someone that you would support for president?
I don't know, she just had some very odd comments about things that were pretty obvious.
Like what? You sure it wasn't just because she was a Republican?
No.
All right, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay. I'm actually heading back to work now, so.
All right, well, I hope you'll check out some of Clinton's positions. I think it's very disturbing that she would condemn Ed Snowden and say that he was aiding terrorists by telling Americans about domestic surveillance. I'm an Iraq veteran. I was with Iraq Veterans Against the War after I got out of the Marines, and it's really disturbing to see that she was a supporter of the war in Iraq and hasn't really talked about that we shouldn't get involved now, or that she didn't see what's happening in Iraq now disintegrating as a predictable consequence of our policy. And I mean, it's one thing to have a nice figurehead in office, but it's also nice to have someone who's commander-in-chief who's not getting people killed unnecessarily, to have policies that aren't going to hurt the middle class more. And I hope you take a serious look at your positions on this before supporting her any further. Thanks.
Thank you.
And that goes for anybody else out there supporting Hillary Clinton. Is that worth the psychological gratification that you get from seeing a black man in the White House?
I've been pleased with many things in the last 3.5 years.
Do you see what my color is?